I mean, it was weird how it ended.
How did it
But
end?
it was weird. I would just say this. It's like you remember when you was a kid?
Yeah.
And you be on a play date
Yeah.
and y'all like playing and having a good time. And then all of a sudden, y'all like sliding down the slide and then you turn around and you go, where did they go? Where did they go? And you see them like waving at you and they mama carrying them and they like, bye. That's what it was. Like, hey, we was playing.
Fun.
We was having fun. Why you stop the fun?
Why do you stop the fun?
I don't know.
Tiffany Haddish has recently found herself back in the spotlight after hearing talk about Jennifer Hudson and Common's relationship. The situation has drawn attention not only because of their romance, but also because of rumors suggesting that Jennifer might be expecting a child with Common. These claims have not been confirmed, but they have added more fuel to an already trending topic. What really seems to have sparked reactions is the contrast people are noticing. Tiffany is said to feel frustrated because she believes Common once told her he was not interested in marriage or having children. Yet now, from what the public sees, he appears open to both marriage and starting a family with Jennifer Hudson.
Everybody don't need to be in your story. Let them tell it. But he didn't that was a great relationship.
This difference has led many people to question what changed and why his stance seems so different now. Because of this, social media has been filled with debate. Some people are wondering if Tiffany is still emotionally affected by the breakup, while others think she may be reacting to what she feels was dishonesty during their relationship. At the same time, many are saying that people grow and change, and that what someone wants in one relationship may not be the same in another. The situation has become a mix of opinions, speculation, and curiosity. To understand the story better, it helps to go back to when Tiffany Haddish and Common first got together. Their relationship began around 2019 after they met while working on the movie The Kitchen. What started as a professional connection slowly turned into something more personal. Their chemistry was noticeable, and soon after, news broke that they were dating. At the time, many fans were surprised but also excited. They seemed like an unexpected couple, but they also appeared happy together. Tiffany often spoke warmly about Common in interviews. She described him as someone who treated her with respect.
Is this somebody I would be willing to be a friend with?
Yeah.
Do they entertain me?
Yeah.
Do I feel safe around them?
Yeah.
Like, these are the things that I look for, right? And then what's their hygiene like? Do they smell funny?
Yeah.
Are they nails clean?
Look at the teeth. Check them out.
You gotta check them teeth.
Yes,
Is it
yes.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
And made her feel valued. She even said that being with him was one of the best relationship experiences she had ever had. However, as time passed, their relationship began to face challenges. Tiffany has always been open about what she wants in life. She has spoken about wanting a stable future, including marriage and children. She was looking for something serious and long-term. On the other hand, Common was reported to be more cautious about making such commitments at that stage in his life. This difference in goals created distance between them. While Tiffany seemed ready to move forward, Common appeared unsure about taking that step. Reports at the time suggested that he was not ready for marriage or starting a family. As a result, their expectations did not fully match, which put pressure on the relationship. Eventually, the couple broke up in 2021. After the separation, Tiffany did not hide her feelings. She spoke.
Is Common in this book? Did you put Common in here?
There's a lot of common men in there.
A lot of common men.
But he's not in that book.
He's not in there.
No.
How were you?
I've learned.
Yes.
Everybody don't need to be in your story. Let them tell it.
But
he didn't that was a great relationship. So I had nothing, this is like stuff that went,
Yeah.
hard
But his was a
times.
good relationship.
That was a good
Do you
relationship.
care that he's in another relationship with Jennifer
No,
Hudson?
No, I love Jennifer. I hope they're having fun.
Yeah.
That's not girl.
Openly about being hurt and disappointed. She suggested in interviews that things were not as clear as they seemed, and implied that she was not fully told the truth about why the relationship ended. There were also rumors circulating at the time, but nothing was ever officially confirmed. Tiffany also expressed that she had been very invested emotionally, while she felt Common was slowly pulling away. This made the breakup even more painful for her. Many fans supported her during this time and criticized Common, saying they believed he often avoided serious commitment in his past relationships as well. After the breakup, both moved on with their lives. However, things became more complicated when Jennifer Hudson entered the picture. Common and Jennifer reportedly reconnected while working together on the film Breathe in 2022. Over time, their friendship appeared to grow into a romantic relationship. At first, they kept things private, but eventually their appearances together at public events made it clear that they were more than just friends. As their relationship became more visible, Common started speaking differently in interviews. He openly praised Jennifer Hudson and described her as someone very special to him. In a surprising moment, he even said that if he were to get married, it would likely be to her. This statement caught a lot of attention because it sounded very different from what he had said in the past. People began comparing his current attitude toward Jennifer with how he had approached earlier relationships, including his relationship with Tiffany. Many were surprised at how confident and committed he now seemed. As for Tiffany Haddish, reports and public observations suggest that she has made indirect comments that fans believe are related to the situation. While she has not clearly named anyone, some of her statements about betrayal and trust have been linked by audiences to Common and Jennifer. These comments have added more discussion online, even though nothing has been directly confirmed by her. The public reaction has been mixed. Some people feel that Tiffany has every right to express her feelings if she was hurt. Others believe that everyone involved has moved on and should be left in peace. There are also those who think the situation is being overanalyzed and that relationships naturally change over time. In the end, this story shows how complicated relationships can become, especially when they are in the public eye. People change, feelings evolve, and situations that seem certain at one time may look completely different later. Whether it is Tiffany's reaction, Common's new relationship, or Jennifer Hudson's role in it all, much of what people are discussing is based on perception and speculation. What remains clear is that all three individuals are continuing their lives in different directions. The public, however, continues to watch closely, turning personal experiences into ongoing conversation and debate. Tiffany Haddish has continued to draw attention online after fans noticed her interacting with social media posts that many believed were aimed at Jennifer Hudson and her relationship with Common. One of the posts she reportedly liked said, "Some people will never be happy because they're living someone else's life." Although Tiffany never confirmed that the message was directed at anyone in particular, the timing of her engagement with it quickly sparked discussion and speculation. This small action added more fuel to an already heated conversation. People on social media became divided in their reactions. Some users felt sympathetic toward Tiffany, believing she was simply reacting from a place of hurt after a difficult breakup. Others, however, felt she was keeping the situation alive by continuing to engage with content that seemed tied to her past relationship. As a result, opinions about her behavior have been sharply split. Supporters of Tiffany argue that her feelings may not be as simple as jealousy. They suggest that if there was any emotional overlap between her relationship with Common and his early connection with Jennifer Hudson, then her reaction could be understandable. From this perspective, her actions are seen less as drama and more as a response to unresolved emotions and unanswered questions. On the other hand, critics believe that continuing to react publicly, even indirectly, only keeps her stuck in the past. They argue that at some point, moving forward becomes necessary for personal peace, especially when both people involved have clearly gone in different directions. This group of fans has been vocal in urging her to step away from the situation and focus on her own life. At the center of all this discussion is a deeper emotional issue. Many observers believe Tiffany's frustration is not only about Jennifer Hudson as a person, but also about what Jennifer represents. To her, Jennifer may symbolize the future she once imagined with Common, a serious commitment, stability, and a long-term relationship that never fully materialized. Seeing that kind of relationship now unfolding publicly may naturally bring up feelings of disappointment and loss. In past interviews, Tiffany has spoken openly about how deeply she cared for Common and how seriously she took their relationship. She once believed he could be the one, which makes the contrast between her past experience and his current relationship even more painful in the public eye. Watching him appear more open and expressive with someone else may feel like a personal contradiction she is still trying to process. Because of this, many people see the situation as less about jealousy and more about emotional closure. Breakups, especially ones that are meaningful, do not always end when the relationship ends. Sometimes the emotional impact continues long after, especially when the details are discussed publicly or when new developments in a former partner's life become visible to everyone. Meanwhile, Jennifer Hudson and Common appear to be continuing their relationship without publicly reacting to the surrounding noise. They have been seen together at various events and seem comfortable in the attention their romance has received. Common, in particular, has spoken highly of Jennifer, describing her as someone who deeply aligns with his values and emotional outlook. These comments have led to growing speculation about how serious their relationship has become. Some reports and rumors have suggested that they may be moving toward a more committed future, with talk of engagement even circulating among fans. There has also been online speculation about whether Jennifer might be expecting a child, although none of these claims have been officially confirmed. Still, public interest continues to grow because of how different this relationship appears compared to Common's earlier public romances. In the past, he was often described as cautious or uncertain about long-term commitment. Now, however, his openness about Jennifer has made many people believe he may have reached a new stage in his personal life. This shift has naturally led to comparisons with his past relationships, especially with Tiffany Haddish. People online often try to connect timelines, comments, and behaviors to create a clearer picture of what might have happened behind the scenes. However, much of this remains speculation, and only the individuals involved truly know the full story. As the conversation continues, many fans have started encouraging Tiffany to focus more on her own healing, rather than engaging with indirect references to her past relationship. They believe that stepping away from online discussions and public reactions could help her regain emotional balance and peace of mind. Others take a more understanding view, pointing out that heartbreak is not something that disappears quickly or neatly. They argue that it is natural for people to feel triggered when they see a former partner move on, especially if they once believed that relationship had a strong future. There is also a broader lesson many people are drawing from this situation. It highlights how complicated love and emotional recovery can be, especially when personal relationships are lived out in the public eye. Every action, post, and comment becomes magnified, often turning private feelings into public debate.